Yes, life of an immigrant in a new country. It doesn't matter whether you come from whatever country, if you're just new in a new location, believe me. I don't know about your experience, but my experience, there are some things that are like a shock for me that I'm still getting to know. And I'm just looking for my mic. Let me know if you're able to hear me. Yeah, in a new country, there's something that yeah, there's so many things, the excitement of being in a new country. It's so happy, everything is good. My social like me, I came from South Sudan, but before I didn't come direct from South Sudan. From South Sudan, I moved to Uganda, which is a neighboring country to South Sudan, and then from there, I stayed like 5 years, and then I came to Australia. But Uganda is not like is Uganda. There's no much difference. That as I lived in Uganda, there's no much difference because I have been living in Uganda for a very long time. When I was a child, I started with primary in Uganda, and it's just like home. And most things in Uganda is just exactly just a little bit just same people and there's no difference from Uganda to South Sudan in a day and you can arrive. Sometimes there was a moment I moved from Uganda via Kenya to Tanzania on road, and that is East Africa. It was a very long road, but and along the way I could find so many similarities within because it's just the same. Now I moved to Australia. Yeah, I moved in it. Was so excited, very excited about everything, the process. We prayed for it, and God finally opened the way to come. It's a very great opportunity, and I thank God for it. But it's something that really I was just like, what? What really was like a culture shock for me was paying rent. In South Sudan, we pay the rent on monthly basis, and even sometimes you can pay. They can ask for like 5 months, 5 6 months pay, and then you can stay like half a year without paying the rent, but you have paid for one full. Some people pay for 1 year, some people pay for 3 months, 4 months, just depending on how much you have. And it is also something that is manageable. You can be able to manage everything. So this was one of the things that really shocked me when I came here. That house rent is paid on a weekly basis. Oh my god, week per week, and it's oh my god, the amount. I say like God, how are these people living here? you know, it is a shock. Sometimes if you don't experience something like, and the people who lived here, it is really normal because they're used to it. To me, it was a shock for me. I was really so nervous about how are we going to survive in this place? How are we going to survive with our children in this place? Are we going to have home? Are we going to be on the street? It was a very great fear that created inside me, and I did not know how I could really help myself in it. That was some of the things that really I was looking like, how are these people living here? And you have to pay for electricity, you have to pay for water. Thank God here we don't pay for water. Since I came here, I did not pay for water. I really thank the government for that. And it's something that is really different. In my country, we pay for water. We buy in barrels. You buy one barrel that takes like 12 jerrycans. It's like 1,500 liters. I have in my house. I had two. I had two that takes 5,000 liters. It's like 5 drums each. So I have to pour water and pay every time. And here I did not pay for water, something that is I'm really so grateful for. And another thing that really I also find it so shocking. I knew that it was someone told me that it was different. The transport when we came here, the transport already was changed whatever price that was, to you can pay 50 cents for one trip, and if you wanted to pay daily is $1 for the whole day. That was something. Oh my God, this is amazing. In South Sudan, I don't know how much border could take if you have to take border from Gudele 1 to Gudele 2, from Capstone, even in Kampala, from Kawempe to Nansana, from where it's a lot of money, most especially when there was a moment we had a car in Uganda, but when the car broke down, we had an accident. There was a moment when my daughter was going to go to school. Oh my God, it was very expensive. And when the transport was, I got it, it was something that was really good, something that unbelievable in the country. It cannot happen like this, but I'm so grateful for it. So my shock was the rent. The rent was so high per week. But I realized also that the payment here is per week. The salary is paid per week, which is something that is a culture here. In our country, the salary is paid per month. And there are people who could say for 3 months, 5 months, 10 months, no salary, more especially those also working with the government. Thank God I was working with the NGO and the payment was prompt. But I have my elder sister who works for the government, and she would stay like for 6 months with no pay. So this, I was just comparing these. There are certain things that are really, and I love the security. Everything here is really good. But what my shock was the bills. The bills was something. Oh my God! After we came here after 28 days. We were being welcomed by the organization that welcome immigrants here, and for 28 days we were really supported. And I thank God for them. Even up to today, we still use the things that was bought for us. Everything for the full functional home was given for us, and we are really so grateful. Yeah, after 21 days, they said you pay. Now that was another shock for me how I was going to pay. But thank God for the support that is given for us to pay the house, at the moment that we were not working, and also for food. Yeah, for the basic needs that we needed. It was really supported. I'm so grateful for that. But after that, yeah, that moment, and then we have to look for job. I know there's some people who are still supported by that. We are still supported, but not 100%, just some percentage. So, but we are so grateful for that. So the thing that really shocked me was the house rent. The house rent was something that was really a very big shock for me. That I have to say, how are people existing here? I came to the conclusion that for sure, if you lived here and for like 5 years, you have your home, you really deserve. You have your house, you're living in a house, you really deserve to be celebrating yourself, because it's not easy. But I know that also in everything, God is always with us. So I know that so many immigrants who came here at the beginning, they had something that is a shock for them. That maybe let us know in the comment section, what was that thing that really was a shock for you, like a culture shock for you, that you think, oh my God, how am I going to figure it here? That made you so afraid. What was it? Let us know in the comment section. Mine was the house rent. I don't know how. I was really so frightened about that, and I was so worried about, and also maybe because I lived for a very long time without paying rent. That was, I think, because in South Sudan I had my own house, so I didn't have to pay rent. Yeah, and it was after a very long time, because I had my house on rent in South Sudan. So now I'm the one to pay rent. It was something shocking. And per week, it was something that was a shock. And I believe that so many parents who came here with a lot of dreams, with a lot of, sometimes that fear, if you didn't really get yourself together, you can You can lose all the dreams that you came with, but I just want to tell you that everything is new and you will get used to it, and you will get used to. Like me, I was frightened that time, but now I know how people live. You have to work and pay the rent, either weekly or fortnight, and yeah, you just budget yourself. Next door house is number one. That's what I do. House rent is a priority, and then food for the children, and then other things is not really so much. But as an immigrant in a new place, just be calm. That's my advice, because I was so frightened that I asked God to help me because I became so worried. So it's better to just be calm and know that, God knows everything He has for you. While He brought you in a new place, He has the plans for you, and His plans is to prosper you, is to give you a hope and to give you a future that you deserve, a future that you need. And you know that He can open ways, doors for you to get all that you need. Yeah, I was talking in my business. I have been talking with people in both men and women. Most of them are parents because I target parents. And I have really had that struggle of making everything meet, making everything. I know that it's not only the struggle for immigrants, it's for everyone else here. It's for everyone else. Life is very expensive. It's really very expensive. So you have to put things together. You have to trust in God and, work hard. But sometimes working hard, you work a lot harder, making 2, 3 jobs, and you miss out the time with your children. You miss out the moments to instill the values or into your children. You miss out the communication moments. You miss out the time for those questions that deserve an answer. You miss out those laughters. You miss out the milestones. You miss out the moment when the tooth was falling. You miss out in the dinner. You miss out so many things. The birthday cake cutting. You are working. You know, a lot of things, but it doesn't you don't need to really be hard on yourself or regret that you were a bad parent. It is just because you need to make both ends meet. You just need to make, at least there should be money for the rent, there should be money for food, there should be money for the school requirements. Sometimes there's the need for this and that. There should be a need, there should be something at the side. There should be something in case of medical emergency, something like that. There should be something at the side, and that something should be money, because money is the one that we use to get money answered all things. That's what the Bible tells us. Money answered all things. And we take out most of our time with our family because we want more money so we can be able to help our family, so we can be able to pay the bills, so we can be able. And it's everywhere in the world is just the same. You have to work. You have to work and get money. You either working, you're either doing business, or you're ever doing something that is making money. You just have to make money. It's like money is ruling. Yeah, money answers all things, but money is the way to facilitate for you to get everything, all things, most things. Yes. But sometimes in the process of getting that money, we lose ourselves. Sometimes we get, I was just watching an ad online. There's, sometimes as a immigrant parent, or just maybe a parent, that you really wanted both ends meet, and you're thinking, like, instead of me getting another job or getting another job, why can't I start up a business? Why can't I start up this idea? And now when you start like that, you find yourself, there are so many ideas coming in your mind, left, right, center. Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? So many ideas come, and you find yourself stranded in the middle. You don't know which one to start. And there was this very ad that this lady, I laughed so hard because it was really amazing. It was like, she said that, have you ever felt like there are more than 15 browsers open in your brain? So many ideas, left, right, center, so many ideas and so many things coming up on the internet. Now we have the internet and there's so many advertisements coming. You see this advert feels so good, so let me try this, and you pay for it, and then you find out that, oh, it's not what I needed, and then you lose it. And then you also see, maybe let me see this one. This one looks good. It's for mothers, for this. And then you try, and then it's not working. You try another one, it's not working. The year has ended. You've not done anything. The pain still continues. There is nothing you have changed. There is nothing you have implemented. You are still the same. The struggle continues, but discouragement is on increase. Does that feel like you? I was laughing at that lady because that was me at one time. When I was looking for something that would work for me to be with my children, I was looking everywhere where I could get. I was praying, so it's like my prayer was we're not reaching God. It was just being somewhere in the middle. But I say, God, you showed up. You said when I asked anything in your name, you took it for me. Show up. And sometimes, when we are very anxious, when we just were desperate for answers or what to answer us very, very fast now, and we just wanted now the answer, but God is saying, no, wait. I first wanted to read your temperature and have you calm down so I can be able to tell you what you need to do. And this idea showed up, this business showed up, that I am running this global business. It showed up. But I was like, no, it can't be this one. It can't be something like this. It can't. I started arguing with myself and with God. This is not it. This is not it. But my heart was inside. My heart was completely in it. But I was broken inside. I did not know what to do. I did not know exactly. Sometimes those moments, I don't know if you have ever felt the moments you have prayed and it seems like the answer is here. It seems like this is not it. This I really thank God that He helps us always when He knows that we are weak. I love this verse. It says that when I am strong, when we are weak, He is strong in us. God is strong in us. So there are many times that we make mistakes, that even sometimes when God showed up our answer that we have been praying for, been answering for, and we still want to argue with God or want to deny, no, this is not it, because we have the picture of what exactly we want in our mind, in our hearts. We have it in our hands. We want it to be like this, to be in this way, to come in this way. And maybe God can show it in completely different way. And we deny it. And that's how sometimes we miss out opportunities. And yes, I know so many immigrant parents who really wanted both ends to meet, who are looking for ways to make both ends meet so they can be able to pay for their rent, they can be able to have time with their families, so they can be able to, because here also when you are outside, you're seen as someone who is already high class, you have a lot of money, and yet it is not the case. I worked back in my country and I worked here, and I have seen a very big difference, a very, very huge difference. And someone could think that, yeah, you have a lot of money, send us so and so is sick, this, and this is happening, please send us money. And yet you're struggling here, you're really struggling. Things you barely make both ends meet. At the end of the week, you check your bank account, maybe it is remaining $10 or $20 or what. And you ask yourself, what have you been doing with this money? You see, you need to build a very good financial plan. There was this one guy, he is a financial advisor, and I was reading one of his books, The School of Money. He said that don't eat all your seeds. When you're receiving your salary, get some percentage. He divided, I forgot the percentage, so get some percentage for your investment, some percentage like 10% for investment, 10% for saving, 10% for 20% for investment, 10% for charity, and then I think he divided some of the things. I just couldn't remember the percentage very clearly. And that is something that sometimes as Africans it's very hard to adopt, because more especially women, because to the market, you find very nice clothes, you have not planned for it, then just buy. You've already distracted the budget, and you already have that struggle. Finance is not enough, time is not there. You're looking for possible ways. You're trying this business online. They're saying, "Oh, this is good." When you say that, and you invest more than 10,000, 20,000, even go and borrow money to go and invest. And in some time, some months, you find that the website that you are connected to those people is no longer working. It's no longer working, and just stressed again. What can I do? One thing I love is that God always is by our side, even though we make wrong decisions, even though we make we don't know what to do, He always helps us, and He shows us opportunity. One thing I just love is when I meet an opportunity, I wanted God to show me what He wants of me to do in that opportunity. Is it that thing He wants? I want Him to give me a confirmation from my heart, and through prayer, He can confirm to you, that this is it. And sometimes some of the things you can confirm is it, but still you will fail because you need to learn lessons. There are lessons that we need to learn. I have done some businesses that I have failed, but I was not equipped enough. I didn't have enough information about starting up a business. I did not know what to do. I would just trusted the people and say, "Oh, they are good people. They are these. They are pastors." More especially with people of God, you say, "Oh, they cannot do that." But you know what? It happened that it was a scam, and I lost that money that time. But that was a big lesson for me. That was a big lesson for me, and it showed me what I was missing out, what I was lacking, and how I can strategize myself if I am to start up a business. Now, when I got this business, I looked at, can I be able to manage it? How is their transparency? It took me one full year to start this business. I got it when I was way back in South Sudan, and I was working, but I did not start. I was so hesitant. I was very, very skeptical. But in that skepticism, I was researching. That was the most beautiful thing. I didn't keep quiet. I was researching. I was finding out. I was asking questions. I was doing all kind of things to find out how this business works. But even the thing that really made me to take very, very long was, I just thank God. I got this business when I don't have means of payment. I had the money, but I don't have the means of payment. I had only ATM card, and the ATM card cannot pay international. And for you to start this business, you have to pay with either PayPal or either, I do not know even who PayPal was. Oh my God, you know, I really thank God for. They said they need MasterCard. What is MasterCard? I did not know MasterCard. I just knew ATM card, and ATM card was also new to us. We just think, oh, you can just take this card, put in that machine, and get your money. It was very, because we used to have our money in bank, in the Nile Bank back in South Sudan. It's still there, it's still existing. But something happened. There was this very 1 year that I believe all the salary for the staff was put there, and we wanted money. They said there's no money. The highest amount of money you can get was 100 South Sudanese pounds, and that was very small. It was not enough. It was not enough money. Where did our money go? So staff started complaining to the company. There are a lot of things, so they changed us from that bank. Then they changed to another bank. There it is just one bank for all the staffs. So they changed us to another bank. called KCB. It is a Kenyan bank. So the Kenyan bank was the one that has this ATM card. Now we had an ATM card. They say, oh, they introduced for us an ATM card. Now you can use the ATM card to pay. You can use this card, just go to that machine, and they showed us how to use it. So I started using it. So I was very excited to have the ATM card. But I couldn't pay online. I even did not know something could be paid online that time, but I started to learn. Now, when I immediately after that, we were given the ATM card. I got this business opportunity. I wanted to pay with the ATM card, and they said, no, this cannot pay online. And I remember when I used to want to buy something from maybe in online, I could give the money to one of our staff, our international staffs, and then they get that cash, and then they pay for me with their card. So that was what was happening. Even I bought a laptop in Switzerland. I just gave him the cash. He went to Switzerland and buys with his card. So that was what was happening. So I did not have the means to pay, but God always will make a way where there is no way. Things happen with that bank again. I don't know what happened. The system was not good, something, and that was in a period of a year. I think a year or less, almost a year. And then they changed us to another bank. Now they changed us to EcoBank. That's EcoBank have MasterCard. Oh my God. MasterCard. Now, what I was hearing, the MasterCard, it was a MasterCard. Yes, it was a MasterCard. So the MasterCard, they say the MasterCard, you can buy things internationally, you can buy things online. Oh my God, what I was looking for now, I got it. I got it because my heart was in it, but I was not really looking for it. God opened ways in a way that even He makes ways where there is no way. So my struggle was now with my mindset and finding out the information before I get everything together. I lost my job. I became a refugee. I first became a refugee. I did not really get terminated from my work because I lived in Uganda for 3 months, not going for my job. And then my contract was just ended. So because of certain things. So that was my journey. Now, when I moved to Australia, I started the business when I was in Uganda as a refugee, and there's so many challenges, but I already knew much details about the business. This is exactly what I want. I did a lot of research. I asked questions. I doubted myself. I recovered from doubting myself. And I knew there's something that I can do with this business. And I started it, but along the way, things did not go well when I started because I was not working. Internet was not good. Sometimes electricity is not there for 5 days or 7 days, or even sometimes in 2 weeks, there's no electricity. We use candles. So, and the business is online. So those are some of the struggles that I was having, but I kept on. And I thank God that in that I didn't give up. I did not stop doing the business. I was learning whenever I get the chance to when I have electricity, I could just study. Whenever I have the internet is good, I could just go on the training session and learn and go live with my children. We dance, we do a lot of things. So when I moved to Australia and I found all those that in these things, first of all, the business helped me to get a job because I learned the skills of social media marketing that right now I'm using it from my current job. And I'm so grateful that now I can invest more on the business. So it is like to most especially those immigrant parents who came from different parts of the world. You came with a dream that you're going to have this, your life is going to change this. Maybe you promised some home, you're going to do this in your home, you're going to do that. And you find here that life is really a struggle. For you to even maintain yourself, it is a struggle. It's just by the grace of God. And if you're working, thank God, that is a good thing. Keep working, but don't finish all the money just for buying food and things. Invest in something that is your own, because you never know what will happen. Just build up something on the side which is yours, because now, for example, if you work one job, sometimes it's not enough. You need to add up the second job. Let me get this. You need to add up the second job or the third job, and also that makes you to miss out the time with your children, with your family, which is not good. You're gaining on another part where you are able to pay all the bills, but you're missing out on another greater part, building these human beings in a way that is right, that is, maybe you are a Christian and you wanted to instill Christian values in them, and you come from work, you're tired, you're catching up with the second job, the third job, and things are not right. I just wanted to say that keep doing that, but look back to yourself, build something. If you really want, if you're really tired of, first asking yourself, how long will this continue? How long will this journey continue that I am working 2, 3 jobs? How will my health be? Will it be, will I still be healthier? Will I be happier? Will I have a good relationship with my family? Or the relationship with my family is breaking, is getting down because I don't have time? If it is breaking, if you don't have time, maybe your body is getting tired, please continue working, but build something. Build something. People say that online things are scam and stuff. No, find out, ask questions. Don't just hear from people and then you conclude, because sometimes you're concluding something that can be able to change you. Oh, people will be watching. Oh my God. We're watching from Bangladesh. Thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nicole. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. And who is this watching? He say, where are you from? I'm from South Sudan. I'm originally from South Sudan. Thank you guys for watching. I was so busy just talking. I didn't see the comment section. Yeah, I was saying that if you're working, that is good, but invest. Do something. If people are saying that there's all scams online, know that there's that original thing that is online that they build from the original, they build the scam. Find that original one. Ask questions. Don't just conclude. Don't just throw away your dream, something that could change yourself, your life, because of something that maybe someone disappointed, or even you got disappointed. And you want to conclude that for everything. It should not be the case. Sometimes we walk through those valleys of disappointment or maybe loss because God wants us to learn something and to make us know what we can do and what is for us and what is not for us. So it is for us to find out and not give up, because if you've given up, you have lost, and that challenge you are having, the pain, the struggle will keep continuing year in and year out. There will be no change. But if you give yourself, you learn, you're lost, yes. It is not good, yes. But is it the end of you? No, it is not the end of you. You have learned a lesson. Make sure you learn something. I always ask myself to learn something. What if I'm going through a certain situation? What should I learn? God, what do you want me to learn in this? What can I learn from this? A lesson that I can be able to take up to the next, and that is something that all of us need to find out, because I know I talk with so many people, and some people have lost hope about online. And you say you cannot just go and find another job. You find another job, your body is getting tired. Find something that you have flexibility, that you can do it even if you are on your bed, you can still do it. If you are in your kitchen, you can. When you're in your living room, just with your legs on the chairs, you can be able to do it on your phone, something with the flexibility. Maybe you have taken the children for sports, you can be able to glance and do something. Don't find for something that needs much of your time to go out. There's so many things online that are legitimate, and this business is one of them. It is very flexible, it is very easy, it is doable. Anyone can do it. And if you don't have skills of working online, I get you. if you don't have the skills of working online, like I did not have it before. I did not know how to work online. I was not this extrovert. I was an introvert. It's still up to now. I'm still recovering from there, but I am an introvert. I did not know how to post online. I did not know so many things online. I never knew. But I learned on this online business how to create content, how to come live. My first live stream, I was shaking. I wrote my notes and I put it on a paper in front of me. I couldn't read it because my whole body was shaking. I was looking at the paper, but I could not read the words. It was like smoke. I was not reading the words. It was not catching in my brain. I was seeing it, but I was not seeing. I was sweating everywhere. My legs started sweating, my hands shaking, and I was like, I wanted to stop it. I couldn't stop it. I was disappeared. But I became obsessed about going live. I think something is cooking up that I may start up something because it's like I am so obsessed about going live, about just speaking, 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 speaking. And this was something that was not me. It is something that I learned and I started practicing. I pushed myself beyond my limit. Did I do it right all the time? No. Even up to still now, I still make mistakes. I still don't know how to pronounce words properly. I guess reading words is not my thing. I know how to speak it from my head, just from my head. Let me speak in Arabic way. From my head. Okay. These are Arabic term in vast times. So reading it is, I know some people who can read very, very well. I have my daughter who is a very good reader. I think two of my children are very good readers, but I have two who are, I think they are like me. Reading is not their thing, but they can speak. They can speak, just not reading, but they can speak from just by speaking, not reading it. Yeah, people are different. So if you don't know how to do all these things, you don't know. Maybe you're saying, you say, oh, Sunday, you're expert, you do this. I am not. I learned and I am still learning. Every day I am learning. And in this life, I learned that if you, as long as you live, you keep learning, because if you stop learning, you start dying mentally. And we are learning every single day. So anyone that does not have, if you don't have the skills, it's okay. If you have the skills of working online, I know some people have experience of other businesses, maybe have done network marketing, maybe have done digital marketing, they have done MLM. Some people, I was talking to one of my clients, says they have done MLM and she lost her money. And she was asking whether this business is MLM. Said no, MLM first of all is illegal to do it. Pyramid business is illegal to do it, and this is not it. This is not MLM. This is not illegal business. This is not a pyramid scheme business. This is not. So, because of our experiences or experiences of other people, we put a roadblock to the success or maybe to opportunities that could have changed our lives. But I just wanted to say that sometimes those challenges you went through or someone went through is to help us know what is for us and what is not for us. And it's also to help us to know such things exist in the world. So don't lose hope. Don't give up on your dream. Just start up. Find out something. If you wanted to know how you can start up a flexible business that can build back your life back, that can give you your life back, start up this online business. And I'm giving a free training right now. If you register with your names and email on my website, which is about this video, is on the description. It's also on the screen here. It's on the screen. I don't know if you can see. It's on the screen here. www.sundaystreamlive.com. I have the running text, which is also there. If you wanted to know more information, there's that 90 minutes training. Watch it, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate. Reach out to me. I ask a lot of questions And some of the questions, even I think it doesn't make sense, but I wanted to know. There's no dumb question. All questions deserve an answer. And there's even sometimes your fear, because I was also afraid. Is this something that I will be happy doing it of my faith? Because I really don't want something that will distract me, my faith, and my family. These are three things that really I don't want to distract. So after doing research, I found that I can be able to do this business, and it was after a long time. That's why I say that don't just close the door without asking, without finding out the right information. Find out the right information, and so you can be able to make the right decision. So with our free 90 minutes training can give you a glimpse of what the business is all about, how it works, and also testimony of people whose life have been changed by this online business. And then if you can draw your questions from there, get maybe something that is not very clear to you, write it down and get back to me. Say, Sunday, this was said in the video training. Can you give me more clarification? Can you give me more info about it? And I will give you more information. We can have a meeting, a Zoom meeting, or good meeting on Google Meet, or a call or a chat, whatever works best for you. And you have that information before you close the door, because sometimes you can close the door in something that can really change your life. So thank you very much, guys. I'll be coming live. I'll be coming live tomorrow at I think 7 a.m. Um, and then will also have one of our series that we are running with my business partner from New South Wales, the Foundation of Gratitude. That will happen at 9 a.m. So stay tuned. I am on leave, so I am so happy to be coming live. I'll be coming live at least several times in the day. I just wanted to utilize this time as much as I am still at home, to be able to do something and be able to make this great awareness, this great opportunity that I don't want you to miss. So thank you very much. Stay blessed. Have a good night. Have a nice evening. Those of in Africa. God bless you and have a beautiful time. See you tomorrow. Bye.